how they are using the secure platform for accessing a data over the cloud, as well as there is a security for IoT, like we call as Internet of Things, and as well as like we have the like some of other forensic investigations which also comes under the cyber security. So there are the different branches are there which has the certain teams which has been allocated for this process. And from that we have been one of the team is going to be start a job role into the cyber security. The market is huge. There are the good and smart packages are available in this area of jobs. There is a security in the job, and also we can see that when we started a job as a security analyst, or it can be a pen tester, or it can be a web application security, or it can be a network security. So there is a lot of opportunities are there along with security operation center. So our focus mostly go ahead into the four different departments. We after this course you will be able to work as cyber security analyst. You can be work as like security operation center, as well as you can focus yourself as pen tester. And there might be chances like you can be get selected as a consultant. It's based on your preparation. It's based on how you got this concept and what you know about all those things. So and again I'm going to tell you that we are going to have these sessions with 80% practical, and it is more interactive sessions, and it is designed in order to clear your interviews and what attacks are going in market, what type of attacks are mostly corporate focus. If you go with IBM, if you go with Infosys, if you go with Tech Mahindra, with any kind of vendor will be there. Like if you start your career, how they are been looking for what type of skills that we are going to cover in these sessions. So without any further delay, let's get start and see the more details how it works. So let us start with the information security. Always make sure that information security is the broader word. It is a very big word. Information security is not only securing data over the cyber, but also the physical. A guy can come with a gun and keep it on your head and take the data like hard disk or laptop or any kind of servers, anything can be there. So that also been getting secure by the information security, and they keep eye on everything with all the staff. They conduct the different type of training. They have different adherence for the security part. So this is all about like information security. The subset of the information security is the cyber security. Under that, like there are a lot of branches are there. We are going to cover some of the branches where you get a clear idea how these guys are working over there. But anyhow, when any organization started working on the security system, when it comes cyber security word, they work on some standard. There is some standard board, there is some international standard bodies are there. Based on that body standards, where the security system will be get implemented in any corporate, when they are creating this user end security, or it can be of database security, or any kind of bank security, whatever it may be. It are been getting with the certain policies here. Now that policies comes under the CIA triad. Now CIA triad is nothing but we call as confidentiality, we call as integrity, we call as availability. The confidentiality, as we know, it's a name, it shows like we can understand that. If I'll say the confidentiality, it means like making your data confident, no one be able to see that. Let us see, like if you're sending an email, if you're dropping an email which contain an information that's related to your bank or related to the business or related to anything, that information should be able to read only with the authorized guys. So that's during the transmission of your email, the process of your delivering email, that email should not be able to read by someone else, or they should not be able to hack. That comes under the confidentiality. Also, they should not be able to look into your personal information. Let me tell you, sometimes you are using the banking and you're doing some transactions, you're withdrawing certain amount or you're transferring certain amount to certain person, all those stuff where you're doing over the internet. So that should not be leakable, right? Are you okay if that informations are getting compromised, like your banking details or your transactions details? Are you okay with that?
No, sir.
Right, we are not okay with that, right? So it means like the informations which are been there with related to the bank, either your credit card informations, either your debit card information. So all those information should be that like confidentiality. So that comes under the confident database. So that comes as a C here. Now if I call as I, that is nothing but integrity. Integrity means like your data should not be get modified, whatever it may be reason. You have created a web application, or you created like mobile application. The features which are there, only an admin can able to change or like edit. If you put it certain price on certain like e-commerce, like you're running an e-commerce business, or you're doing anything, whatever the price is mentioned, that should not be able to change by anyone, right? If I take you an example, like you're going and purchasing a laptop. When you're purchasing a laptop through the any of e-commerce website, either it can be Amazon or it can be a Flipkart or something like. So where the price has been listed as 50,000 rupees for the particular laptop, you as an user, you do not have the privilege to change the price of that laptop. You can't even like make it like less amount of that 50,000, or you can't put it into zero or minus. You as an user, you do not have rights to modify any data. That's process we call as integrity. Your data should be integrated here. Now if I talk about availability, now availabilities are very simple, like your service should be always available for whatever we go ahead and we are working for any web applications or mobile application, or any kind of service we are providing to the customer, that should always available. That is we call as availability here. Now I'll just ask you a very like common question here. That's where you can understand what does it mean by the availability. Let's see, you're doing a shopping in between Amazon and Flipkart. If suppose the Flipkart is down and it's not getting open, what you will do? You will wait for to get the Flipkart up, or you will directly jump to the Amazon.
No, we will go for another website
Obviously, we'll go to the another website directly. We'll go to the Amazon, right? We as an user, we do not want to wait for a
because
single
we
moment.
don't wait for a time, and should not wait for a time because the clients are can't wait for the time, no? Because
Yes,
there is necessities within a fraction of seconds they need to finish that work like that.
yes, Satya. Yes, exactly. I
Yeah, hi,
got you.
good evening.
Very good. Evening. So that's the main reason, right? Like when we comes at availability part, the service should always available. 24
Yes,
by 7, 365 days, your service should be always updated, right?
yes.
It should be always updated, and uptime should be there, the system. So that's we call as like CIA triad. It works on this standard. Okay. Now this is about like network component, like when we talk about the network component, why we are talking here about the networking, when we are all here for learning the cyber security. Why I'm talking about the network, what is this actually the network involving here? Because see, whenever we do any process, like even if I go for the web applications, mobile applications, banking, whatever I'll do it, I'll do over the network, right? So I must know like how these networks work. When I talk about the network security, I'm straight away talking about the router. I'm talking router is the network device. So that's we should know about this basic networking. We should know about the basic data flow. What are the ports are there? What do you mean by the HTTP port? What do you mean by the HTTPS port? What is the FTP ports? What exactly the ports is used? How the data transmission? How the OSI models works? All those things which we should know about it. What does it mean by the ring connection? What does this mean by the bus connection? Hybrid connection? How the connections will be there? What are the different endpoints are connected with the network, how the switches works, how the servers works, what are the file servers are there, what are the routers functionalities are there, how the switches work. So all those things which we needed to know it when we are been working as a cyber security analyst. Either we working as a SOC engineer, if we are been selected for a certain company, you must know about all those component in the detail. Is it okay, guys? So we are having like almost nearly 3 sessions, 3-day sessions, which are completely focusing on networking. You guys,
Yes.
as an in the part of this session, as a participant of this session, you do not worry about anything. If that something looks new to you, there are something like we are saying something new component, there are something new things are there, so you do not worry about that. We are taking you right from the scratch to the pro level, so don't need to worry about anything. We go step by step, we give you the assignment, we show you all the things which is involved during the sessions. Okay, so we are going to be discuss about in coming some session about the basic networking also, how this basic networking, not only about networking, but also we are going to use about the different softwares, like we are going to use about like Kali Linux, we are going to use about like uh, like different languages like Python. Mostly we are using Python here in order to like do the network security or network pen testing. By using Python we are going to implement. So if again if it is comes on Python, what is this coding? I don't know any coding, and I fear about this coding. So do not worry about any fearing. Don't think like coding is a difficult part, because we are not letting you know to do the applications or create an application by using Python. We are just showing you a basic concept how the Python can be involved in the security system, because today time everything has been getting automated, and is our duty when it is working as like we must know some of commands, some of like some of codes how it can be implemented. That's all. You don't need to work on into the like entire programming part, going into the all each modules, class, functions. It's not like whatever it is required, I'm going to be delivered that knowledge in the Python. By using Python, we're going to do some of attacks where you can understand how it's easy and how we can proceed with that. And next, if I'll talk about setuping your machines, setuping your labs, that also we create some videos. And also I have one dedicated technical team who can guide you how to install these tools. Also, they can access your remote access system. Those are not in Hyderabad, or those are not able to come to the office. We have one technical team who gonna do it entire installation process in your computer, in your machines, by taking the remote access system, or it can be guidance from us, like what are the things we need to do to install and set up the lab for doing the practical sessions. Hope is it everything is fine and you're getting very clearly till here. Give me the quick okay everyone, so I can go ahead.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, Tejaswani, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So no, let me talk something about essential terminologies what comes under at this point, like when we are working as like security analyst, or we are working on the cyber security. There are some words are, some concepts are there, some are topics are there which we have been going to see it. Like what is applications, attackers, data breaches. There are the different breaches are there which computer system or network will give an access for like going and non-authorized person to get enter into that, and they can like browse the data. So that comes under the data breaches. We're going to discuss about the brute force attack. We're going to discuss about different credentials, data rest, dictionary attacks. There are the different type of attacks comes when it is comes on it. Downlink attack, exploits. We are going to discuss about different type of the malwares, insider risk. We're going to discuss about pen testing. We're gonna do the different pen testing in order to know the loop point in our program or in our computer, or it can be on the website, or it can be on the network. So all the loop point we can test by using the pen testing here. We're going to discuss about like farming. We're going to discuss about phishing, routers, sensations. We are going to discuss about the vulnerabilities, viruses, incident management. We have sessions towards about like what does it mean by the VPN, how all those things works, what exactly this is are it. So again, if I talk about like is it you need to work in all those component? No, you don't need to work in all those things, all those like the concept what we are talking. There will be some dedicated team are there when we are working. It depends upon the organization size, like where we'll be getting hired and when we start a job. If you are there with the like bigger organization, there will be a separate department for separate activities here. There will be a different pen testing team are there. There is a different vulnerability scanning team are there, incident management team are there. So there is a threat intelligence, there are the threat actors. So all those teams are involved where they have been working in the cybersecurity when it is comes on that concept. Okay, So this is all those things are there. You don't worry about anything. As I said you earlier also, we are going to discuss each and everything in a detailed manner with the continuous sessions on it now.
Okay.
Now, when I talk about most of people, I guess you know about what is the difference between the ethical hackers and hackers. Please go ahead. Anyone, just give me an just an idea. What does it mean by the ethical hackers and hackers? What is the difference between them? Anyone?
Ethical hacking is like just like it's completely into like security level,
Hmm.
which where we can have some security uh, security like what should I say is security features and security some border points. I mean that important points will be there. It's completely into like what should I say is it's like we'll be having a manual testing purpose
Okay.
where we can have get that information systems and all the details. It's just like a integrated information systems.
No issues. No issues. Okay. Anyone else? Sobia, can you please tell me what is the difference between ethical hacker and hacker?
Ethical hacker, someone who is expert along with some secured system,
Okay.
and hackers are the usual illegal um, hacking of any kind of data or any database or any network.
Okay. That's fine. Uh, that's almost nearest closer. But let me tell you, it's a very simple. When we talk about a country, we have our soldiers which are been there. There are been said they are been there at the borders. Why the soldiers are there in the borders? To save us, right? To save
Yes,
from the different attacks from different countries. Agree or not?
yes,
they
yes,
they
yes,
not allow any guys or any other country person to be get in our country. So our soldiers are the expert with all the skills and training, with the weapons, with the tools, with the information, with the permissions, with all those intelligence process. They are been sitting at the borders defending with any type of attacks which are been going to come with to that particular borders area, right or not? They
yes,
not allow any person to come in and harm us. They are the first end of the people, first line people who are been sitting and focusing on all the attacks, right? And under that soldiers team, there will be a different departments are there. They are they are the soldiers, they are the colonels, they are the generals, they are different intelligence team. There is a raw team. There's a lot of people will be involving. Like security when it is comes, when it is comes about saving a country and standing over the border, there is a multiple team will be there. Is it all right? Right or not?
yes, yes. Correct, correct.
Okay. The similar way, when we are working with a particular organization, so ethical hackers are nothing but the soldier for that organization. They always keep on defending the people from the attackers. Attackers are nothing but we call as an hackers. If I talk about this part, let me tell you that there are the different hacking are there, hacking as a professional, and there are the type of hackers are there when they are been initiating the attack. So we can see that there are the three type of most not only three. Do not get stick to the three, but why I pull this three as in basic concept. When we start, you first need to know about three. These three are the major guys, and apart from that there are some of more peoples are there. We are going to discuss about those people also. Okay. So now when we talk about the white hat hackers, this guy is nothing but soldier. These guys are the ethical hackers who always make the defense system. They always create a security system in order to save our data, informations, or web applications or network security from the hackers here. These black hat hackers are nothing but those are actually attackers. They are computer criminals. They're going to attack on the different computers. They're going to steal the informations from the banks. They'll take the credit card information, debit card information. They take the different business information. So this is are the bad guys. If we'll talk about the gray, black hat hackers are nothing but the bad guys, and the white hat hacker is the good guys. Now we find out, like, we got it an idea. White hat hackers are nothing but the soldiers. Black hat hackers are nothing but the attackers. Now, what is the middle guy here? If I talk about the gray hat hackers, now gray hat hackers are nothing but these guys are in between, like white hat hackers and black hat hackers. What does it mean by that? They also the computer experts, but mostly what they do it, they check different securities, different computer securities or cloud based securities or any database securities without any permission. If they find any loop point, if they find any program gap in that security systems, they're gonna leak or they're gonna false to the public. Like, it can be anything. If I'll say about the black hat hackers, they that is depends upon the situation. That is completely depends upon the situation. Either they can go into the white, or either they can go into the black. As I said you a very simple example, it's like a cat on the wall. We can't guess where the cat will jump, on the right side or left side. Agree or not?
Yes.
So it depends upon the situation. It depends upon the situation and choice of the cat. Cat have to make it the decisions. And that point it depends on his ideas, like wherever he
Yes.
can go it. Either he can go to the white or either he can go to the exploitations. So that comes under the gray hat hackers. So they mostly do for the fun or show off in friend circles. They hack different websites or they hack different database. This is all comes under the gray hat hackers. Sometimes they can help the organization also by saying that this is our thing, this is our things. So that's also the process. But anyhow, checking someone's security without permission is also a crime. So that comes under the gray hat hackers here. Okay, is it okay, guys? Everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, the same thing which I said you. White hat hackers are the good guys. They are the ethical hackers who use their skills for defense systems. They use the genuine softwares. They use the genuine license for focusing of all the pen testing. They don't use any skills for illegal purpose. They improve all the defense and security system in the network in the organization. If I talk about the black hat hackers, they are the computer criminals. They exploit these vulnerabilities for the personal gains. But some of case, the black hat hackers can can serve the country also, can save the country also in some information part of it. Because when
Yeah.
they are into the jail or something, like due to they are been into the some kind of law illegal purpose, they are into the punishment. At that time, if the police need their help, they can offer them, you just help us with your skills at this point, and you can be free from your the rest of punishment. All those things can be there. So they can use their skill and they can be free from the further time. So this is all called as in black hat hackers. Their motive to earn the huge profit. They use their skill for personal gain. They mostly hack the bank, steal the credit card, personal information, placing malwares, different type of program. Malwares are nothing but kind of trojans. They can put it into the different computers and they can steal the informations from that. So that is we call as black hat hackers. And if I'm going to talk about the gray hat hackers, they are also a computer expert. They also know the things about like how to do it, but they disclose the security faults to the publics. So it's somewhere between, like as I said, you unselfish, or it can be of strictly malicious activities which have been doing by the great hat hacker. The reason why either they know they can be ethically or they can be unethically depending upon the condition. As I said, you an example of cat, right? It depends upon it. So and the circumstances at their hand, like what they want to do it, they can do it. So this is all about the three type of hackers, right? Is it okay, guys? Still here? Everyone is fine with this? Or anyone
Yes.
have doubts? Please go ahead and ask me the doubts before I go to the next slide. Is it everyone okay? Vino is okay? Okay, Rajshekhar, Uttej, everyone. I can't take everyone names. Just let me
Yes,
know.
sir.
Miss Kausar, are you there? Okay. I guess I can see, yeah, like there are some 8 or 10 people are there in this session. So let me go ahead and talk about the attackers, right? What is this attack? Attack every every attack have certain motive, certain method, and certain vulnerabilities here. Now, what does it mean by that?
Excuse me, Shazam.
Sorry,
I'm not able to see the slide. Can you please help me?
you're not able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, is other guys anyone?
I'm able to see.
Okay. Satya, can you please do the disconnection, disconnect your
Okay.
session and come back into the sessions once? I'm
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
Just give me the fast acknowledgement that you're in and you can see
Sure,
the
sure,
screen.
sure. Okay. Yeah, now I see.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So let's see. The attack is equal to a motive, method, and vulnerability. Now let me talk about the motive. The motive to get attacked, that can be for a bank information, it can be a personal information, or it can be a business attack, or it can be anything. That is a motive of attack. There will be some reason for the attack. Taking the information from the banks, or taking the information from another business, or a business guy may do hire some attackers to attack on other business informations. There might be any kind of reasons are there. So that is our actually we call as motive. When it is call of method, the method can be done it can be of anything. It's not only always on the cyber, but it can be on digital or it can be on physical. That is we call as a method. They can use any kind of method in order to steal the information. They'll try to go to the certain web applications. If they can't able to go and execute attack on the certain web applications, they can go to the user, the admin. They can attack on the admin systems and they'll take information. They can go to the certain web applications. So this is all we call as method here, or it can be a physical method. And if I talk about the vulnerability, it can be like gap, or it can be of an extreme weakness in your computer system, or it can be an extreme weakness in your in any kind of other part where the people can get entered. As I said you an example, let me tell you an example here, put down an example where you can easily understand about that. Let me tell you one thing, mostly if we talk about, if I'm taking an example of an army guy, okay, there might be
Okay.
some army guy, and if you need some information, do you think you can easily take the information from him? You can go and just take the information from him. Is it possible?
No,
No, it's not possible, right? For that,
because
what we yes, yes, please go ahead.
yeah, actually, there will be some prospect rules and regulations will be there. There will be some policies will be there.
Yes,
According
there will be
to
some
there will be some laws will be there.
no,
So,
that's fine. There are the policies, there are something are there, but you as a user, you as an newer to this, you don't know anything about that guy, and you
correct.
want to gather some information, so that's 100% it's not possible for
Yeah,
fetching the information. For that, how it will be gonna happen. Let us understand this. First we
yeah,
gather the information about that guy. We'll
yeah,
take the information, we'll do the survey, we follow up with that, we give some bribe to someone,
yeah,
we'll do some stuff, we'll gather the information. What information we are gathering, like where we can get closer to that guy, where he's
correct.
interested in it, like he's interested in cars or interested in bikes or some other fancy items, or is interested in some other stuff, whatever it may be. So
Yeah,
by taking that weakness, that is the extreme weakness we focus. Where is the extreme weakness of a guy where it can fall down. So based on that, we create an attack. So if it's like in
Right.
cars, let us see, like is mostly like the vintage cars. So what the attacker will do it will take a vintage car and sit in front of him. Like mostly it will be like when it's going for jogging or walking or something, like when it's out, he'll try to focus that car in front of him. So he's been
Right.
looking that obviously that human psychologies are there. Whatever the extreme weakness we have it, if we find something, at least we have a look on it, or at least we'll go to that point and we'll ask about that, right or not?
Yes, yes.
So where he can make it, you like cars, okay, that's fine. Let's go for the long drive. Please drive. Please go ahead and check it how it's working. Like this, they can make friends and they can gather. That is the vulnerabilities. Are you getting my point? That he likes the cars most. That is we call as a vulnerability, where the person can make it and is take the information according to him. Are you getting my
Okay.
point, guys? So
Yes,
this
yes,
is
yes.
not only it's not only with that, but also it can be, you know, it can be like on the program blocks also. Like whenever we talk about, like there are different programs are there. There will be a security gaps are there, where
Yeah.
there will be a wrong configuration, or there can be anything are there where the attackers can get attack on it. So that point we call as a vulnerabilities. So we do the pen testing in order to find out the vulnerabilities in the computers or in the
Okay.
networks or in the web applications, all those things. So this is what we call it. Hope you okay with this all, right?
Yes,
Attack
yes,
is means
yes.
what method, motive, and vulnerabilities.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now I would like to tell you about the job market here. You know why I'm showing about this job market? Like when we are working as a security analyst, when we are working on IT security system, we need to interact with the entire jobs or entire people which are there in the industry. We
Yeah,
have
we need
every
to.
organization. There is in every organization there is a HR team, finance team, sales teams, accounting team, manufacturing team, construction team, right?
Yes, yes,
And we have IT team, information technology, that's we
yes,
call as a developers, test engineers. They
yes,
have Python, Java, .NET. They make different softwares. So those all
yes,
comes information technology. We have another platform that is we call as the IT infrastructure. Here we can see that system engineers, we can see like network engineer, we can see like database engineers,
database.
knock engineer. Like recently we have done some course on the network operation center, hope you remember. So
Yes,
that parts comes into the IT infrastructure, where these guys have been dealing with the faults, they have been dealing with some kind of issues, and based on
alarms.
that alarms, or they will be a different notifications regarding the faults, and they make it fix that issues. That
Yes,
is all comes under the IT infrastructure.
I see.
Now we have another part. This part we call as IT security. When we
Okay.
are talking about the IT security system here, there are the teams like IAM team, there is a endpoint security team, there is a
Okay.
vulnerability assessment team, there is a network security team. So these guys are always sitting and they are taking care of all the security systems.
Okay.
Then we have another special team that is we call as SOC. It's like NOC. Please try and understand. NOC is a network operation center. SOC is a security operation center. The network operation center, which are mostly focused for managing the faults here, whenever any faults comes. But when it is comes on the security operation center, we are going to find out the different threats, different attacks which are been going to happen in the systems. Okay, so
Different
there are,
alerts. Right?
yes, it's kind of alerts, thread alerts we can
Trading.
say.
Yes, yes, I understand.
Okay, so there is
Yes.
a SOC analysts are there. They use a different tools, SIMS tool, SOAR team. They use the threat intelligence. So this is all about the tools information which are
Right.
there with the security operations center here. Okay, so this
Mm.
is the market. This team has to interact with the entire team here in order to maintain the security. I'll give
Okay.
you an example. When we talk about the security part, there are the different branches are there. We have the network security team, we have like endpoint security team, we have application security team, we have cloud security, IoT security, we have the digital forensics team. Will do all the CHFI certified. We call it the CHFI is nothing but computer hacking forensic investigation. So in this manner, where all the branches of the cyber securities are there here. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Now, understand what I'm trying to explain you here. Like, civil engineer. Now, what the civil engineer will do, he'll do the constructions, right? He construct the buildings, apartments, houses, villas, farmhouses, all those things, right or not?
Yes, but
Okay.
IoT is comes under different, right?
Yes, yes. IoT is the Internet of Things, but I'm not relating with you with these branches. What I
Okay,
want
okay.
you to tell it, this is a different example according to this picture. Okay. If I explain you
Understand, sir.
that one, you can understand about this part.
Yeah, yeah, understand.
Okay. You
Okay,
like,
please. Go ahead.
like a civil engineer is there who's trying to construct a building or something like he need an help from the
Yes.
architect. He need to communicate with the architect engineer. He need to understand and he need to guide the plans for him. Also, he need to communicate with masons. He need to communicate with like tile workers. He need to communicate with the plumbers as well
Yeah.
as like electricians as well as painters and some other team also. But without knowing, and if these guys don't know how to communicate with this, he can't make any buildings, or he can't make any like any other things whatever he want to construct. Agree or not?
Yes, yes.
The same way when we are working as a security analyst, when a guys are working in the cyber security, they may need to talk with a different team. There might be a reason they need to talk sometime with the finance team. They may need to talk with the HR team, what type of email they have seen, where was the malware were there. They may talk with like certain IT developers, like when they created some mobile applications or web applications or any bank application, so they find the security falls in that, so they can call it like they can go and they'll sort of because of this security gap where the attacks are been initiating, please work on this. They'll give the input and output for this process to get it build that like secure apps. So there are the mistake these security analyst peoples have to communicate with the entire team in order to secure the system. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
you
sir.
guys are there, everyone is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sobia, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead now. I understand some of like maybe getting bored or something, like because I have already done the session here, but you have already sent, but doesn't matter it, because it will be a very like 8 or 10 days. 10 days back we have come across with this session, so we got a gap due to some of reason, but from here it will be continue. Please bear me, and it will be a revise for you guys, especially Sobia, Uttej, and Rajshekhar were there, I guess, in the sessions before. So let's go ahead and talk about like how the IT involved in a company. This is a very common like example. If you can go ahead and take this example as a story, then you will remember how this IT things comes in, how the security thing will be get implemented. Okay, for that, like whenever we are getting involved the IT security or IT component in that, we need to have it like from the scratch. We need to know like how these people comes, what the role of network security engineer, what is the role of endpoint security engineer. Things are, but with this session, with the end of it, I can give you a guarantee that you will get a clear idea of it. And also, if you not be able to get it, you can just feel free. The time is not a limit. You just ask me the questions. We can go ahead and we discuss. Okay. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sure.
Okay. And for the newcomers, like who have listening me first time, I need a small acknowledgement from your end. Is it okay, guys? Are you getting all the session perfectly? What I'm come across with all the session till now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So let's see like how IT involved in the company. Let's see that. No, first to get involved this IT, how it comes, we have to build a company here. Let's build. Now, what company we build? I'm taking an example of media or advertising company. Let's see. We are creating one company that's a media company or the advertising company. So what this company will do it? They'll do the print media. Okay, they do the bannering, hoardings, brochures, like visiting cards. They create different print media advertising. So these guys, this is the company we are going to set. Okay, I'm getting disturbance from someone else. Please mute your calls, guys. Okay. So when we are building these companies, right, media banner companies or like, so very first, how this works, let's see. In order to build this company, we require the computer first, right? So we have purchased the two computers here. We have now with the two computers, which install the softwares here. Like if we are going with the business of printing, I need like, the Photoshop, Corel Draw, After Effects, like, Flash Media, this type of softwares which I mostly use. Like this is we are expertise in softwares. We know like how to work on this software, and we required a printer here, and we required a router and internet connections, which is mandatory for this business. So with the help of this component, we set up an IT components. Right now we got the 4 IT components, and we are the 2 members with the 4 IT components. We started this business. Fine. Now there is a problem. If something goes wrong in the computers, who will take care of this computer related problems? Because we are not able to do it this, because we are the creative guys. We know how to create the ads. We know how to make like different type of plans for the advertising, all those things, but we are not good at the computers. We have to know how to fix the problem. We need some guy to like have that problem. For that, what we need the IT team, right? So in generally we are very small here to hire a dedicated IT person, because we just set up a business and we are very small. We can't bear the salary of that guy to completely hire. To come across with that, we have another solution. We come with the AMC. AMC is nothing but we call as a annual maintenance contract. So what these guys are there, these guys are nothing but it's are working on the contract base. They are saying like if any software issues comes, they are able to fix that within the 24 hours. And if any issues comes related to the hardware, they'll fix within the 3 days. Fine, we are agree with that. For that, the between that company and with us, there is a SLA. We call it service level agreement. When issues comes for this level, they can do it within this time. We needed to take these services here, and for this we are paying some certain amount here for per annum. We are paying some around 10,000 USD per annum, and we are running a business. Is it okay, guys? Any doubt till here? You guys are there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so what happened? No, next year we got it like we started the business with just with the two persons with the 4 computers, and for any computer slow problem or any software issues or hardware issues, we have one contract company who will taking care of this one. And between that we have the SLA, and we are paying certain amount. Why? Because we can't bear any IT guys here to involve it. But in the next year, what happened? Like we increase as a business. Now from 2 to 20 teams we got increases. Now we have the separate design team, we have the sales team, we have finance team, and we have the HR team. And also we increases the IT components. It was 4, now it is the 30 IT components we got it here. Right now, when this annual company maintenance contract company is saying like that time I used to have it with the 10,000 USD dollar, but this time as you have increases the IT component here, now I increase the price. It will be a 40,000 USD per now. The price is huge. And even though if we given the contract to this company, still they have their soft time to do the process. If any software issues comes, I have to wait for 24 hours. If any hardware issues are there, I have to wait again for 2 to 3 days. So it will be a problem. So what we'll do it, to come across with that, we'll hire a system engineer. That is nothing but in general we call as an IT guy. Now what the IT guy will do it, it will take care of all my related computer related issues, any slowness problem or any software issues or any applications error, or it can be any hardware failures, all those things where the system engineers are been taking care here. Is it okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now that's fine, we are running. Now again in the next year what happened, again we increases the team. As we started with the 2 teams, then we increases to the 20 team. Now this time we got it 400 teams. Our business is running very successfully. We are into the third year of our business. Now we got 200 employees and we got it 300 IT components here. Now when we have these components, we added some more things. We have like HRM here. Now we call as a human resource management system, which store all the employees details like their name, contract informations, employee attendance, salary address, salaries address, and all those things. If I talk about the CRM also used by the organization, which have like all the customer related informations. What are the project, what is the company, what are the agreement, what about the payments, all those which are there in the CRM. So we install the 2 servers here. Now again we have HRMS, we have the CRM, and also we have our personal file server now, and also we have like email server here. Now email service for using a custom domain name. So this is all the component we got it now. But if any issues comes here, if any issues comes in this component, will be not able to take care by my system engineer, because it's not the higher in troubleshooting process. Okay, so in order to make this fix, we must have the network engineer.
Yes.
Okay, it's like
Yes.
it's like a simple manner, like you know the basic driving. When you purchase a car, you can drive a car, and you can do the minor any issues comes in a car, you can minor issues you can fix it. But if there is a big issue comes in network in the engine, you will not be able to do it, right? For that you have to take that car to the expert.
Yes.
The mechanic will take care of it. So the similar way, system engineer, a guy with the skills which are related to the computer related issues, software related issues, or some type of basic configurations part. But when I talk about the network engineers, which are expert in configuring all these routers, switches, maintaining servers, all those things. So for that we require a network engineer here. Okay, guys, is it fine till here?
Yes.
Now, till here we
Yes,
have
sir.
not entered into it. Till here we not came into the security system. Till here we came into the maintenance system. Let's see further details and go ahead and discuss how the security systems implemented in it. Now, let me tell you here. Now, again, what happens, as we are very fast growing company, we are increasing our team, we are getting the different projects, we done all medium level businesses, and there is a good name in the market now. We got it our decent reputation in the market. Now people started trusting on us. Slowly we become a brand in the company, in the market. Now with that name, with that growth, we got a project from some reputed international brand. Let's say like we got a project from Mercedes. Now Mercedes has given a project to us by seeing our growth. Now when we got this project, our team entire started working on it. They have created photos, they have taken the video shoot, all the editing, all the consult from the company, approval from the companies about the advertising, everything has done. Now within some days the company are going to launch their product, they're going to launch their car, and we are the advertising partner for that company. But the
Yes.
project is about to be launched, but suddenly what happens, we got it a malware infection. Some of our accounts team or finance team has received an invoice. When they opened that invoice, it was it was infected with the malware, and that malware which slowly enter into the all the computers. These malwares are nothing but we call it the ransomware. What is that? The
Ransomware.
ransomware. All the machines are rendered useless. Now means all the database, whatever the database were there in the computer servers, all those things has been got encrypted here. Now we
We
can't
can't hear
able
you.
to open any file here. And at this point, anything. Hello, hello. Is there any problem, guys? Hello.
Breaking in the middle of your conversation, it is coming breaking.
Okay, my voice is not clear. Now it's clear.
Your
Hello.
voice is clear, but in the middle of conversation, when you are explaining, so in the middle of
Okay.
some voice is breaking.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Now it's
right.
fine. Overall,
Now it's
there is a so obvious is there is a difference. Okay. We have disconnect the session and again connect because there might be. I think like there is a problem from your end.
No, now it is fine.
No, it's fine. Okay, that's good. Okay, let me go back to my session. Okay, so as I said that we got a ransomware with some of our finance team has downloaded some invoice which is contain the malware which is called as ransomware, and that ransomware virus has that swarm has been injected in all the files, servers, computers, and that machines are rendered useless, and we can't do any kind of troubleshooting, or we not be able to try to recover data. But in that case, what happens, there might be chances of my entire data will be lost. So these attacks will access the computer network, and has been all the file has been like encrypted here. We can't use encrypted file, you can't able to read, right? Agree or not? For that we require the decryption key.
yes,
For that
yes, yes,
decryption key, we need to pay certain amount for the hacker is demanding
yes.
certain amount. Now, at this point, this is a very sensitive point. At this point, I can't take risk. I can't go ahead and do some other stuff in order to recover, because it's about the reputation about my company from the brand which I'm going to represent now. If I'm taking some of risk here, at this point, I may lose my name in market. There might be anything are there. So for that, I need to pay this amount, right or not?
Yeah,
Now attacker is demanding in amount in any kind of process which they can't get track. Maybe they go for virtual money. It can be of Bitcoin or some other thing, gift cards. They may demand something like. Recently one of my student, I don't know from where he got an email. He just downloaded email and all file got corrupted, all file was encrypted there. And for that, in how order to recover that, when you are the security analyst, there will be needed of going into the logs. There is a security logs, there is a system logs are there. The logs will be generated in a huge manner. So based on that, there is a certain process of doing the the removing that infected file. But there might be chances of losing the data. There might be anything. It depends upon how strong the ransomware is there. Though that completely depends upon the expertise who is made, and the expertise who's are handling this computer. So come across with this problem, what we done, we hired a guy which called as a endpoint security engineer. Now endpoint security engineers, what he has done, he's installed all the endpoint securities on all the computers, servers, file servers, email servers, and everywhere. So installing antivirus, and we are making the system. But that's only installing an endpoint security, making the secure. It's not a solution. It's not a complete solution. Let me tell you, because when we install all those things, there might be an attack and happens from from the network. So we
Yes.
required a network security here. The security for the switches, the security for routers, the security for the different file servers. So all those things. So for that, we have the network security engineer. It's similar like when you hire a guy for your security purpose, you hire a security guard company, or you tie up with a security guard company and you got it some security people which are been standing outside of your door and taking care of your security part. it
Third
doesn't mean
party.
like it
Yeah.
doesn't mean like you don't lock your door. It doesn't mean like you don't lock your locker, right or not? We do
Yes.
lock our locker also. There is a security guard who will take care of it, entire my building security purpose. They can be taking care of who's are coming, what does that guy is belongs, which flat that guy is going on, all those informations which are been taken care by the network security person. That endpoint security person are nothing but it's a given an example. You're locking your doors, or you're closing your windows. You're putting a proper process where the people not be able to enter into it, or also you're locking all your personal assets, all the digital assets, I can say that. Okay, so that comes under endpoint security. And the network security engineers are nothing but who's are taking care of entire network. Hope you got it, the difference between endpoint security engineers and network security engineer. Is it okay, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what happens? Let's see. We are, as I said to you, our business is running very successfully. We are day by day getting increase our part. Now we have geographically also spread at a company. Now we have different branches. We have one branch in USA, and other branch is there in Hyderabad, India. So we are operating, and all the informations which are exchanging between this, we are using the VPNs here. So based on that, where the informations have been getting executed and we have been processing here. So when we increase the business, like when we are going with that, the attack will not stop. It doesn't mean you have a security guard in front of your door. Means the people will not come. It doesn't mean that. They'll do the different method to come into it, right or not? Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so when we talk about attack will continuously happens. There might be a certain reasons are there. The reason is can be of configuration mistake in the computers. That can be in network, or they can be in your laptop or web applications or mobile applications, or anything can be there. And also there might be a problem with the software. We are using unlicensed software, or we are using some old software which have very weakness in security parts. There is a vulnerabilities are there in that. And also we are there might be chances of human error. A guy who can download something, or they can go to the unauthorized websites, or they have inserted some different other type of stuff where it can also get hacked, right or not? To come across all those problems, we have a guys we call as information security engineers. As I said, information security engineers or information security teams are the expert team. It's a broader word. They always do the audits. They conduct regular audit in all the servers, routers, computers, endpoints. They'll check all the softwares. All the audit will be done with by the information security team. They also drafting all the security policies. They conduct all user awareness training here. Okay, so this is all comes under the information security team which are there. Now this information security team which have been taking care of all those things, but let me tell you how the error happens. So audit is not only the solution. When a guy who's taking care of the audit process, they are checking all the configurations and they are keeping the system updated every time. That's fine, but it's not only the complete solutions for the security part. Because audit were done, it's not enough in order to maintain it. Let's see, as we are into the April month, let me talk about March month. Audit done in the last week of March, but there is a chances of configuration mistake. and we have done this configuration mistake in the first week of April. And now the next, if we'll talk about the next will next audit will take only on the in the end of the June. Got it my point? The mistake will only be identified in the next audit that we have been going to done in the June. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we leave this weak configuration as it is for the more than 2 months.
Yeah.
Now attacker can attack easily and they can again initiate some type of the stuff here, right? Agree or
Yes,
not?
sir. Yeah.
So to come across with this problem, we have continuous monitoring. We need necessary. There some would be a guy who monitor things. So that continuously monitoring is nothing but we call as a security operation center.
Okay.
There is a team who will keep on monitor everything ins and outs. These soft teams are nothing but which works 24 by 7, 365 days. They keep eyes on the glass mirror in order to know like what are the things is happening, who's are coming in, what are the attacks are there, what are the logins, what are the suspicious activities. They find out different logs from computers. They find out different log from servers, web applications, mobile applications. They do all this process at the by the security operations center team here. Okay, so this is the way where the security systems has been implemented here.
Yeah.
Is it okay, guys? Are you getting my
Yes.
point? Okay, so I need the acknowledgement from you guys. Like with this session, whatever I discuss here, have you understood all the thing which what is my main focus was there to explain you? Any question from anyone? Like those are new, old, who have again have listened this session. No problem. Ask me if you have any doubt here. Venu, is it okay? Mr. Sayyed, is it okay? Tejaswani,
Yeah, sir.
Sobia,
Okay,
everyone.
sir.
Okay. Please
Everything
communicate.
is clear.
Communicate, guys. Communicate with me.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, Miss Kausar, you have any doubt from your end?
No, sir.
Okay. Someone asked me, SOC is only monitor. Who's that guy? Can you please tell me that? Who asked me that? Just I got a text. Let me see the chat. Uh,
Utej.
Utej, your question is that SOC team is only to monitor? You're asking this question? Well, if I talk about SOC team, they not only just monitor, also they do the analysis. Like, they'll see whatever the things happen. See, I'll tell you one thing. If there is a real attack is there, if something real attack is that is we call as in our technology, we call that as a true positive. If that is not attack but something happen, that is we call as false positive. So the SOC engineer, when it is monitoring, a SOC guy who's are monitoring for all the security purpose, like if anything comes like true positive, they need to take an action for that. They need to alert the another team who need to work on it. If there is a false positive, they have to close that ticket. So that's kind of things they'll do it. We're gonna discuss the entire process of SOC. We're gonna discuss like how the SOC guys work and what are things they do it in the next session. Now, tomorrow sessions we are going to discuss about these things all. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So hope
Now,
Yes.
hello.
yes, yes, yes.
In SOC, there is any patch updating activity will be there. My doubt is that one.
Okay. See, now when it is comes on the patch updated part, See it when we talk about the SOC is not the guy who will do the patch update much. Now patch
Mhm.
updates which happens with the vulnerability assessment team.
Okay,
Now
okay,
there is
okay.
a vulnerability scanning team will do it. They do the vulnerability scanning. They find it any gap in the security part which are been like they are working. So that process patch updating process we call it. Hope you got it.
Acha. Yeah, understanding, understand.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
thank you, sir.
all right. So hope with end of the sessions we got it clear informations about this. So we'll meet you tomorrow. So guys, please make sure the class should not be missed because from here the sessions will be continue and tomorrow there is a session because I have gap of 10 or 12 days in between our session. So we are going very back. So I'm going to take an session tomorrow also. Saturday there is a session, so some of Saturday I'll cover. So well I can wrap up it things soon. Is it okay,
May I
guys?
know the, yeah, may I know the
Yeah, okay,
timing?
sir.
Is
See
it a
time is it timing will be the same. I'll be there in between
same?
9 to 9:05. If you guys log in, please wait for me. I'll try to be, but we'll start a session. All have their own responsibility to come at 9 and get logged in. And same while like
Sure.
someone this one or that one guy is already recording the session. If no one record, I record the session. That means like automatically it will be pinged to everyone. Can download and go ahead throw
Right.
that and come with the doubts. If you ask me doubt that let me also learn something. It means like
Yeah, sure.
sometimes
Yes,
may you ask some question that
yes, yes.
also may I don't know. So while
That's
I'll
true.
do the research, I can come back and answer you. That can also the possibility. So I still believe I'm a student. I always believe on learning and updating myself as well as transferring the information and knowledge to the guys which are connected with me. So that's way of my attitude of learning and teaching. So we go ahead together